She called herself a BS baker. I'm kind of the same way.
Hi, I'm Annette, and on this channel I share my favorite local businesses and more in Davis and Weaver County, Utah. Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm here today with Logan Brimhall. She's a West Point resident, and she's here to share with us today her top 3 budget-friendly hacks for baking. So stick around for that. But tell us, Logan, how did you get into baking?
My grandma lived with us when I was a kid, in this house, and she was a wedding cake baker and decorator, and
cool.
I always helped her with that, and I kind of just kept doing it. And then in 2012 she passed away, and I kind of stopped after a while because it kind of made me sad,
Sure.
But about 3 years ago, actually, we were going through some of her old stuff, and I found old recipes, and I kind of made them again. It was kind of whoa, I forgot how much I loved this. And so I started it up again, and I kind of realized I'm kind of good at this.
Okay.
I could kind of make this into something that I do for the rest of my life. So I've always that's what I want to do. I want to have a bakery,
Sure.
just like my grandma did.
So tell me that thing that you said your grandma told you. She called herself what?
Oh, she called herself a BS baker. I'm kind of the same way. If it didn't look right, didn't taste right, didn't feel right, she would just add things until it was right. And that's what I do too. If
Perfect.
It just seems off. Yeah.
Well, will you share with us your first tip that you had? I think it was especially right now,
Yeah.
So eggs. How can you sub an egg?
Eggs are very expensive right now, as everybody knows. So if you're ever using eggs in your cake as a leavening agent, you can always use 1.5 tablespoons of water to 1.5 tablespoons of oil with a teaspoon of baking soda, and that makes your leavening agent, and it's a lot cheaper than eggs are right now.
So if you're in a pinch and you're doing it yourself, that's one good way to do it. Awesome.
Yes.
I love that tip. Can you tell me, I don't know, some of your favorite cakes that you made or treats that you do?
The rainbow cake is always a popular one. It's just 6 separate layers of different colored cake, and it looks beautiful when you slice into it, and it's probably one of my most popular cakes.
People love yours. Chocolate dipped strawberries.
Yes, chocolate dipped strawberries for Valentine's Day.
Peanut butter bars.
Yes.
I don't think you make anything that's not tasty. But
no. Ironically, I don't like sweets that much.
Really?
Yeah, I make other people taste my stuff because I feel like if I taste it, I'm just it's too sweet. But other people like it, so yeah.
Well, what about subbing for butter? Because butter can be kind of pricey too.
Expensive. There's a lot of I guess a lot of people say that if you use cheaper ingredients, then your product isn't going to come out as good. But there are many instances where margarine is actually better than butter because it can help you. It can help you keep density, keep things from crumbling. It keeps a thicker crust on something. I feel like it's better in pie crust, sometimes cookies. And there's nothing wrong with replacing butter with margarine.
So, top secret tip. I love it. Okay. How can you help our viewers? How do you feel what you do helps them? I know.
Basically, I bake things so you don't have to. Baking can be hard sometimes. A lot of people say it's a science, and if you don't get it right, then it won't come out correctly. But in my opinion, baking is an art, and in the end, you're going to be eating what you're baking. So make it how you like it.
Oh, especially if someone has an event, like a birthday or baptism, a party that you're having.
Yeah.
You want it to turn out right, and you want it to taste good. Mm-hmm. So call the pro. And help her get her dream.
I'll make it the way that you want. I get requests all the time hey, can you do red velvet cake? But I don't want cream cheese frosting. I want something else.
Nice.
I'll always take requests, and I'll always do my best to make it the way that you guys want it.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I know sometimes when people are cooking, these baking recipes will call for buttermilk.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go get a whole thing of buttermilk, but is there anything that we would have in the kitchen that we could easily sub that for?
Yes.
Help us create buttermilk?
Yes. So you can use regular milk. And then you can either use lemon juice or vinegar, and it's a 1 cup of milk to 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or vinegar, and that creates buttermilk. You just have to stir it and let it sit for a little bit, and then it'll curdle, and it's a lot cheaper than buying buttermilk.
And ta-da. Awesome. Well, I love your tips. Thank you for sharing with us today. And
Yes.
Logan's contact information will be in the notes below. Thanks for watching.